The meeting is called to order. Please, the organizational meeting of the board. I'm the entity chair, a pale invitation for Linda, but it is what it is. So we'll first take roll. Oh, wait a minute, we do a land acknowledgement?
No, this is a new board, so I made a decision, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, I do got it on the agenda, but
Okay, it's on there.
it's on the website.
Yes, it's on the website, so we'll leave it there. Okay, roll call. Is anybody missing other than Steffi?
Just Steffi.
Just Steffi,
Where's-
okay, and one
I
vacancy.
didn't see you, did you?
One vacancy. So I would say we have a quorum. And I would like a motion from someone to adopt the agenda.
I move to adopt the agenda.
Second?
Okay, any objections? None, it's unanimous. So, we will now move to our second part thing, which is election of officers, and I believe AJ would like the floor.
I'd like to make a motion that we use a raise of hand vote to nominate or to elect our officers of the board.
Sounds good.
Second.
Okay, I heard 3 seconds, but it's all good.
I don't know which rules we're following. I don't know how casual this.
We're gonna raise our hand instead of writing it down, we're good.
I think if we've done anything wrong, we'll hear about it.
Basically, the gist of it is, you know, the floor will get open for the president role. A nomination can be made by anybody, and then if the first person who's nominated will be voted on first. So if you don't want that person, then you have to vote no by not raising your hand.
So the first person, so what if,
Let's say I nominated you for the
Yeah, but
president
then-
initially, and someone else nominated Timey, then we would vote first on you, and if you got a majority of the votes, that would end the election of the president.
But you'd
And
know ahead
if
of
you
time
didn't get a
who-
majority of the vote, then it would go to the next person, and then we would vote on that, and if they didn't get a majority of the votes, then we need to go back and.
Then we have no
but
president.
you know up front who all the people are that are nominated, right? Like, we
Yes.
don't like- Okay,
Yes.
all right, thank you.
Okay, does anybody else have something they want to say?
There's a crafts fair.
Yeah, there is a craft fair next weekend, November 13th,
Yay.
from 10 to 3. Please support your Sudden Valley neighbors.
I meant on the subject of the nomination, but that's okay. Crafts are good. Okay, now, let's see. AJ has explained how to vote. Do we want to vote? Has anybody else got something to say on the method of selecting the president? Okay, well, all those in favor of a raise hands vote, raise hands. I won't even bother with pose because it was unanimous. So we will use the raise hands method of voting. And the floor is now open for a nomination for president.
I would like to nominate Andrew Tischlater for president.
So we don't second, right? We just,
No,
okay.
Not
Do we do
for
a vote
nomin-
now?
Well,
only if
does-
there's more than
Any
one
other nominee?
nomination.
is there more than one nomination?
That makes sense, yeah.
Well, I'll be nice and not nominate anybody.
Thank
Just-
you, Nancy.
just-
Nancy can't talk anymore. We're cutting her off.
All right.
Okay.
Nominated by acclamation, right?
Right, our new
Acclimated.
president.
I think there's any objections to
Oh,
Okay, are there any objections to
election by
acclamation?
acclamation.
no, there's no objection.
Are there gavels on your tie?
Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
yeah.
there's, I didn't even notice what that was.
Serious parliamentary business.
That's cool.
Okay, so-
Okay, the new president is AJ. and he
Yay.
can now take the floor.
All right. Do we have any nominations for the vice president?
I would like to nominate Joshua Bowens for vice president.
I'll accept it.
Oh, thank God.
Any other nominations? All right, hearing none, any objections to Joshua Bowens as our vice president again? All right, hearing none, thank you, Joshua, for accepting. Do we have any nominations for treasurer? Josh?
I nominate Kimberly Harris.
I accept.
Do we have any other nominations? Hearing none, are there any objections to Kim being continuing on in our treasurer role? All right, congratulations, Kim. Thank you.
Wait a minute, was that treasurer or secretary?
Treasurer.
Treasurer.
Okay.
Do we have any nominations for the secretary? Kim?
I nominate Sonia Volt for secretary.
Do we have any other?
Except if I actually was elected.
Do we have any other nominations? All right, hearing none, are there any objections to Sonia Volt being our new secretary? All right, thank you, Sonia, for stepping up. So I'll be our president, Joshua Bowens will be our vice president, Kimberly Harris will be our treasurer, and Sonia Volt will be our secretary. And that is the executive committee of the board this year. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
I have a,
Oh, wait.
An announcement?
I have a question,
We're like filling it all in.
and I don't want to throw a wrench in the system here, but previously, we selected our committees.
No, that'll have to.
We'll
The
talk,
next board
we'll do
meeting.
that at the board meeting.
Okay.
I didn't want to
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice
have
if
a
we
long
could.
meeting since we're already doing the AGM.
Okay.
So next board meeting, we'll have to deal with the certification of election results, which Nancy will bring to us with the NNE committee. We'll have some discussions on, we'll select chairs for the standing committees in our bylaws, and then we'll have some discussions on the board's needs and wants and tasks for any ad hoc committees we do need to create. The previous board did extend the GM transition committee moving forward. And the finance committee members just through the end of the year, but we will start recruiting for a new finance committee starting in January. But we wanted to keep the current finance committees because we will be doing the audit here either at this next board meeting or at the December one. I gotta confirm with our accountant Joel, just to verify where the auditor is at with that.
He said not this meeting, it would be December.
Send
Okay.
an email
All
to
right.
everybody.
Sorry.
That's all right, that's all
Keeping
right.
up with emails.
So just be thinking about, what
Yeah,
committees
what's
you
the
want to.
interest- And what goes with the strategic priorities and the planning process for this next year? Like, what do we need to support the strategic priorities and budget process?
And we will have to call a couple special board meetings to do some interviews with the top 3 GM candidates. The GM committee, transition committee will be bringing those people to the board here very shortly, and we want to get that process kind of rolling. So just be aware of that. John is on vacation all next week.
Yay,
Rachel will help us
John.
run our meeting next week as a result, and then it's possible maybe we could schedule one of the interviews for that meeting, so we don't have to call another meeting, and then we'll have maybe 2 more meetings. If we can't get that scheduled with our consultant, then I'll keep you guys all informed via email on what we need to do. So
I just want to thank John Berg, our new parliamentarian, for all of his help with the AGM and sitting through this meeting because I know he needs to go. So thank you so much. You've been awesome, and I know we've got a lot of really exciting plans for this next year to kind of make it to where the community members have more of an opportunity to participate in the process. So we'll get started on that.
You might want me to critique your board meetings
Yes.
sometimes. I give you some tips on.
No, we don't need that.
streamlining.
No, I think that's awesome. Yeah, so I think it's really exciting, and like I said you couldn't.
You know, things like you don't need seconds, you don't need a motion to adjourn.
Nancy's always telling us that she's on document review. She's always telling me, "You don't need a second." I don't ever know the difference. So.
We should know when we need to
I know.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I just didn't want that to pass. And congratulations to our new board member, which is exciting. I hope you find it exciting and everything. So.
I just want to officially
Welcome to the
our
pain
new-
and suffering.
Our new board members, Tiny and Sam, so I just, congratulations, you guys.
do. Yeah, congratulations, dude.
And welcome.
Congratulations.
Welcome
Hey,
to
I
the
got
party.
what?
Nice to meet you, Tiny.
Same.
I move to adjourn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Second.
Awesome.
Done.
Yay.
All right.
Nice work, AJ.
Thank you.